The woman had just stepped into the elevator when a creepy man quickly followed her in. After making sure no one was around, the man suddenly hit the stop button, turned around, and tried to force himself on her. But this woman wasn't someone to be messed with. At first, she pretended to cooperate to keep him calm, then suddenly launched a counterattack. After teaching him a lesson, she walked out of the elevator confidently. But she had no idea how badly things would go for her soon. The man was the big boss of the company. This wasn't the first time he had done something like this. The elevator continued going up, but suddenly broke down, stuck between the 6th and 7th floors. The man pressed the emergency call button and told the repair crew he had an important meeting and needed help right away. The technician said they'd fix it in 5 minutes, but time passed and no one showed up. His assistant kept calling to urge him about the meeting. Not wanting to wait any longer, the man tried to pry the elevator doors open with his hands, but they were jammed shut. Even with all his strength, he couldn't open them. He had no choice but to yell for help. Strangely, the whole office area was completely empty. Then his wife called in a panic, saying someone was banging violently on their door, but not answering. The man comforted her and told her to call the police immediately, but his wife said the emergency number wasn't working. Still confused, he told her to hide and contacted his driver to check on her. Right after arranging that, his wife called again, trembling as she said the TV was reporting that people outside had gone crazy. Violent attacks were happening everywhere. The man was stunned. Everything had been fine on his way to work that morning. Skeptical, he went online to check and saw the news. The whole city had descended into chaos. Stuck in the elevator, he grew even more anxious. Suddenly, screams echoed from outside. A crowd of people ran past in a frenzy. One woman tripped right in front of him. It was the same woman from the elevator. Terrified, she tried to climb into the elevator, begging the man to save her. But as soon as he grabbed her, something yanked her violently away. He couldn't hold on. The man was horrified. What was happening? As he leaned out to look, a zombie lunged at the door, scaring him so badly he collapsed to the floor. The zombie reached through the gap, trying to grab him, but thankfully, it was too narrow for it to squeeze through. Just then, a woman's scream echoed in the distance, and the zombies were drawn away. Still shaken, the man got a call from his driver, who said the streets were in complete chaos, and he didn't know when he could get to the house. Before he could finish, the driver suddenly screamed, and the call cut off. Clearly, he had also encountered zombies. What about his wife? The man completely broke down. He quickly called the security office, but after just a few words, bad news came from the other end of the line.